everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Pause, Reclaiming Our Time. And today's segment, we are focusing on what we call her mindset. Her mindset for this stage in life. So what are we talking about? What is mindset? A collection of thoughts and beliefs that become the framework for how we process our experiences and determine whether or not we're having a good time or a not so good time. So today we're going to explore what that means for this stage of life with my two beautiful guests. First, Dr. Alisha Griffith, audiologist and autism parent specialist, and my other beautiful guest, Lola-Gayle Patrick Odeen, social entrepreneur and HR business partner. Welcome to the show.
Thanks.
I'm really excited that you guys are here. Okay, so now that all the formalities are over, let's get into the conversation, right? So the reason that I asked you both to be here on the show today is because you're representing different aspects of what it means to be a woman as she moves through different changes and phases in life. So not disclosing anyone's ages here today, but
I don't mind.
Okay, well, Dr. Allie is... there is pre-menopause, menopause, and post-menopause. So we're representing all three stages today. So I am clearly holding the flag for post-menopause, like, yay, I'm so happy to be done. It's over 6 years. And then we have Dr. Allie sort of coming in and Lola-Gayle here. So she's like in the thick of it. So I want to talk about first, what is your understanding about her mindset? What is your understanding about menopause? Like, what does that mean to you when you think about menopause and how that could impact you and how do you feel about it?
So, quite honestly, I really didn't think about it. I'll be so honest. I didn't think about it because I'm so, in my mind, displaced from the fact that this is what's going to happen to me. Because it's natural, but because my mindset is so on now and before. So when I start to think of it now, and as you're now introducing it to me, what does it make me feel? In my mind, I think, wow, well, there's pros and there's cons. The pros is that goodbye, that wonderful time of the month. Goodbye, the feelings that go along with it. And goodbye, the extra cost of buying the things that goes along with it.
Right, absolutely.
So in that concept, I think about, wow, there are pros of it. I also heard that relationships are better around that time, so I don't know.
Oh no, we're gonna have to talk about that one.
I can't wait till I hear more about that. But what I do also know that it's a little scary to me because what it does mean to me is that I no longer can definitely reproduce. And even though I'm in my early 40s and I have no intentions of reproducing anymore, it's just to have that choice, right? And knowing that there's a possibility if I choose to or if I choose not to, that it's my choice.
Right.
And it feels like my choice will be taken away from me at that time. Having this conversation definitely will allow me to prepare for it in a better way and get more information. So I really, really, really look forward to just us discoursing and just learning more about how I can approach this from a more positive mindset.
Right. And that's really why we're doing this show, is to understand, because I didn't know what was going on. I mean, you hear about menopause, right? So, it's the change, and, all I knew was that, like, women get cranky, and really itchy, and hot, and, and so it didn't have, like, a good connotation, but in my mind, I was kind of like you. I was like, all right, well, I guess it's going to happen at some point, but I don't need to worry about it right now. And then I remember when the first time I ever had a hot flash, I was 46, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and there was literally like a puddle of sweat on my chest, reflecting the light of the moon. And I was like, what is happening? Why is my chest like lit up like a Christmas tree? And there was so much perspiration. And I had no idea what was happening. And then you kind of ignore it, and you don't associate it with anything. And then it just kind of rolls on. And then over time, you start getting these new symptoms. And then before you know it, it's like, I'm what? And so I know what it was like for me. Lola, what was it like for you?
I feel like I've been going through menopause for some time. I haven't had a period for a few years, but the mental shifts and the changes that my body is going through seem to be ongoing. I never thought that there's weight gain. I never thought that I would have breast. I never had breast, and now suddenly I have breast. It's a very interesting thing. And so, your clothes don't fit you the same anymore. Nobody ever told me that when you went through menopause that you got breasts.
Well,
and so, but
not the worst thing to happen.
No, but there's so much, I think, as a woman, this idea of maturing and entering into that space in your life is really quite a beautiful thing. I believe that I'm better as a result of, going through this process. I'm a better person. When you talk about mindset, I really try to employ mindfulness in the way I approach my life and the things that I do. I think younger women, for the most part, have a tendency to kind of just you wake up and you kind of walk through your life. I try not to be a lot more mindful about what's actually going on around me, the people around me, myself included.
I think that's a really important point, to be present and connected with your body. And the thing about, this time of life is it's an integrated situation. It's mental, it's physical, it's emotional, all happening at the same time. Your body's changing, and how do you feel about your body changing, and what does that mean? And I remember, going to work and just feeling, there were just days I felt like, can I even do this anymore? You begin to question your capacity.
Yes.
And the issue that and this is what I, coach on with women, is this whole idea of how do we build ease into our experience? Because it's not that we can't do things anymore. We certainly can. I mean, like you, I'll be 57 this year. I feel like I'm just getting started. So I'm not slowing down. I'm turning up.
Yes.
But I can't just do that like I was 35.
Exactly.
I have to be mindful.
Yes.
I have to make sure I get my sleep. I have to make sure I'm drinking water and staying hydrated and scheduling myself.
Exactly.
So that I don't have to be in 3 places at the same time. And we do these crazy things to ourselves, and we, because we're on the go, this crazy world, and we have to keep up just like everyone else.
Yes.
So this idea of building ease in, and from a mindset perspective, anyone who's listening, just understanding that, understanding the basics, getting some knowledge and framework that, yes, you are going to have physical changes, and yes, you are going to have emotional feelings about what is going on, plus the fact your hormones are like all over the place.
But that's also a good thing, right, Karen? Because there's a feeling, there's a sexiness, like I feel sexier.
Well, let's talk about that.
Than I felt when I was in my 30s. I really do. I feel like I understand myself and my body.
But that's it right there.
Yeah.
You're more in touch and connection with your body. And
Yes.
part of it is, with this building ease, is also about having compassion for ourselves as human beings, and understanding that this menopause experience is not selecting you, Lola-Gayle. It's your turn to be tortured. This is a natural thing that we all go through. But if we can move through it with mindfulness and with a mindset that supports having a productive outcome, then we're able to move from what potentially would be misery into magnificence. As we get ready to wrap up, we're just going to recap 3 takeaways from this conversation. So 1 is ease. Build ease into your experience. That means being conscious and understanding what's really going on. 2 is being connected and being in touch with what's happening with your body. And 3, I would say, is ask questions and get in community with people around you, and ask questions about what's going on and what their experience is, and know that you are okay, that it is not just about you and what's happening to you. You're not alone.